All right. So the question that is pinned to the top of the chat, answer as you come in, answer throughout the night, whatever the case may be. What do you do if you work on a tech team as a data analyst, QA, software engineer, whatever, and you deploy code, and towards the end of the day, you find an issue? You had plans after work. What do you do now? Question is pinned to the top of the chat, and just answer in the comments throughout the night. All right. The official question, I gave a abbreviated version of it, because it's in the chat, only so much space. But the so here's the question, right? You work on a tech team. Maybe you're like a data scientist, data engineer, machine learning type person, or maybe you're a QA engineer, right? You do automated testing, or maybe you're a software engineer or web developer, right? Wide range of positions you could do. I mean, there's so much more as well. Like you could be in DevOps as well, but the actual position doesn't matter that much. The situation matters, right? So you deploy code, you release something, right? And it's later in the day when you release it, and things are looking like they're working, right? But all of a sudden, you're checking and you see one error come in, right? And then you're like, okay, let's keep looking, and then like it's almost time to go home, right? You had plans for the night. Now you have another error come in, and then the errors start to grow, right? So now your team starts to investigate to see, all right, what is it that we need to do, right? They're trying to figure out what the problem is, and time is getting closer and closer to the end of your day because you might be working in different locations. Who knows what, or they might be working later. Who knows what the case may be, right? But your team is looking into it, and you have plans, and it's getting towards the end of the day, right? Now they're trying to determine, okay, is it worthy of rolling back? Do we try to fix it now? Is it safe to leave it as it is and we'll fix it tomorrow? So they're trying to make the decision, but let's say you're cut off. Like let's say it's 5 o'clock. It's time for you to go home. You have plans at like 6:30, right? And so now it's like, all right, so it's 5:10 now, and you're still there, and they're still talking. They're still trying to figure it out, right? What do you do? That is my question to you for the night. Because the reason I have this question, right? Because so many people, they want to take a boot camp, transition to tech. It sounds all good. It sounds all great. Cool. But keep in mind, tech doesn't sleep. Technology is open 24 hours a day. Although the technologist might not be working 24 hours a day, the technology continues to work, and that's the beauty of tech, right? It's working 24 hours a day because, especially like if you have customers and clients from all over the world who are using your technology, right? So imagine something happens to Facebook at any time of the day. People are going to be impacted, and there has to be people available to fix those issues, right? So that is the situation. You have plans, and the software that you worked on, the code that you worked on that you deployed, right? Something's wrong. You're not sure exactly what's wrong yet, but you also had plans. Think about it, and you can answer throughout the night. I'll be reading the answers. And before we continue, I just want to say hi to my friend Stephanie in the chat. Welcome to the live stream, Stephanie. So happy to have you here. All right, so we can get started with Stephanie's first answer, right? And if you as the night goes on, if you have different thoughts, share it, and we'll read it and we'll go from there, right? So let me first put this question on the screen, just so everyone can read it. But let me make this a little bigger. Let's go like that. Not gonna work. Let's do that. Too much text. Let's do 300. All right. So the question that is pinned to the top of the chat, answer as you come in, answer throughout the night, whatever the case may be. What do you do if you work on a tech team as a data analyst, QA, software engineer, whatever, and you deploy code, and towards the end of the day, you find an issue? You had plans after work. What do you do now? Question is pinned to the top of the chat, and just answer in the comments throughout the night. All right. So let's start off with what Stephanie says. That's a tough one. I can't say I've had the best boundaries when it comes to work, so I probably would have canceled the plans to help out, but that's not a good thing. Is it? Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Tough. No right answer. And then 100% true probably says something that I said. And this is why I like companies with unlimited PTO. It's a good trade-off for the late night emergencies. That is true, but I'll talk to you about something. We'll talk about the unlimited PTO stuff because I have an interesting take on unlimited PTO. But we'll talk about that. That'll probably be somewhere else. We'll have that conversation. All right. But we are ready to get started on the show. All right. Where are my questions?
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos. Enigmatic Joker.